Hi, and thank you for watching. My name is Dylan Gorman. I'm owner-operator of DGG Fishing, and I'm here to talk with you today just about 5 simple fly patterns that I always keep in my box. When I'm going out and I'm trout fishing here in the Willamette Valley, on the Mackenzie, on the Sandy Yams, some of the other smaller rivers and creeks here in the area, early in the year. So, April, early May, and then on a lot of the Sandy Yams, and then later, or on the other smaller creeks after the trout opener, May 22nd, kind of in that time frame. So early to mid and late spring, early part of the summer. 5 flies I always have in my box. They work really well. They're all going to be subsurface flies, and we'll jump right into it here. So start with streamers really quick. Like I said, all these are going to be subsurface flies. Springtime, early summer, a lot of the rivers are still running pretty cold. You'll have dry fly fishing opportunities, but you're still going to do most of your damage subsurface. So first fly here is this little pine squirrel streamer. Very common pattern, very simple to tie pattern. A lot of anglers will keep these in their box. The nice thing about this fly is that actually the hook, if you can see this on the camera, is kind of in the mid portion of the fly. So if a fish comes up, and typically these trout, when they're striking at a stream, are going to kind of grab in the middle of the fly instead of behind it. They'll kind of grab broadside. And so this hook in the middle part of the fly is going to increase your hookup to landing ratio. So great little fly. Tie it or buy it in a variety of colors. Another fly here. Just your classic Sculpzilla. Another great pattern. I'll usually keep a couple different colors and varying sizes. This one's the mini, but you can use the mini or the large. A lot of times it's going to depend on the rod that you're throwing that day. Is the rod that you're throwing going to be able to accommodate casting the larger size Sculpzilla or the medium or the smaller size? The thing that I dislike about this fly, however, hook is at the rear. That's typically how they're tied. Sometimes you can buy them or tie them yourself where you have a hook in the center and a hook in the back. That's great, but great fly, very easy to find fly. It's going to be at most of your fly shops and most of your sportsman's warehouses and Cabela's. The other 3 patterns we're going to talk about here are all nymphs, and I'll just kind of go from large to small. I wanted to mention a couple nymphs because almost always when I'm fly fishing or when I'm nymph fishing, I'm going to fish 2 nymphs at a time, sometimes even 3, but usually I'm just fishing 2. So I wanted to give everybody a couple different nymphs to choose from so they can help set their double rig up. So 3 that I always keep in my box. This is a size 8 black stonefly. It's got some rubber legs on it. I actually don't know the specific name of this pattern, but the main takeaway here, A, it's black, and B, it has a tungsten bead head, so it's going to really sink down. And then this one's tied with some UV dubbing and some other UV material. So size 6 to 8 black stonefly, tungsten bead head, help get it down near the bottom. One of the other nymph patterns here is my go-to top 5 that I use. Just a jig head Prince nymph. And again, it has the tungsten bead head. You can see it on there. I really like the jig head style nymphs because they float through the water column a little bit better. And the hook sits upturned so that when the fish grabs, I think you just have a better hookup and landing percentage on those fish. Again, tungsten bead head. This fly is going to sink and stay down in the strike zone a lot better. And then lastly here, the last fly in the 5 fly list is a tungsten bead head tied on a jig hook style hook. Again, hare's ear. And so just kind of running down the list, we have our stonefly, we have our Prince nymph, which is kind of a tractor style pattern, could look like a smaller stonefly or a caddis or maybe even a large mayfly, and then lastly the mayfly with the hare's ear. These 3 patterns are really effective. in the nymph fishing. So last one there, jig head style, hare's ear, tungsten bead head, and then this one here is like a size 14, I believe. All right, thanks for tuning in, and catch me next time on the next video.